Hey, how y'all doing? So let's get into this Forex trade review for today. Okay. Now, before we get into the review and we get into all the details about this trade review and why it was a solid setup, I want to remind you that every single day, these setups, every single day, I post a daily watch list in my free Discord chat. Yes, 100% free Discord chat, right? So if you're interested in free educational material, if you want a group of like-minded individuals to share your ideas with, if you want to get access to my free daily watch list every single morning that the market is open, then you're going to want to join that. But yeah, there's going to be a link to that in the video description. So if you want to join that, feel free. But yeah, so back to the review here on GBP/USD. So why was this a setup for me this morning? Why did I like this play? Well, number one, we need to go to the daily chart here, and we need to establish the trend. What is the trend on this daily chart? What is the trend right here? This is operating within a bullish market structure right here. Why is it operating within a bullish market structure? Well, it's consistently putting in higher lows. Look, higher low, higher low. It's consistently putting in higher lows, and it's consistently making new highs. That is the definition of bullish market structure. We've already established that. So we already are trading with a higher time frame tide. We've established the daily chart. Now go to the 4-hour chart. What do we see happen here? Well, we recently had this big surge up right here, as you can see. And then what happened immediately after having such a big surge up? Price is going to want to pull back, right? It's going to come back down into this liquidity void, rebalance this price action. It pulls back, has a pretty deep pullback right here, as you can see. And then what happens next? It curls up. It has a push up higher right here. See that? It has a push up higher, and it puts in this swing low right here. Okay. So I want you to look at this through perspective. Forget all this crap to the right has happened. I want you to look at through this through perspective, like you're seeing this real time. You're seeing this thing curl up right here. It's been selling off for a while now. It's looking quite oversold. You're looking at this thing, dang, it's been selling off. It's due for a ramp up. It's due for it. And now we see this thing ramping up right here. It's gaining strength. It's gaining momentum. What are longs thinking at this moment? They want in this. They want to capitalize on this thing. It's about to ramp back up and take this high now. So where are they going to keep their stops? Where do longs keep their stops? They keep their stops underneath of support. Where is the next established level of support? Right here. Look at this, where my cursor's moving. That's support, because it's an area where it failed to move lower. That makes it support. It's a swing low. There's your level of support. So we can anticipate that there is a big bucket of sell stops beneath this area right here. So it came down just to create that liquidity. And then what we saw happen next was came down to take those stops, bargain price. So it came down and it swept these sell stops. You have willing sellers here. And that was the intention of this. That was the sole intention of this move lower right here, was to take those sell stops, sweep those sell stops. They're gone with, they're dead. Now, and again, this isn't a change in trend. This is not a change in trend. This has all the signatures for a stop run. Look how wicky it is. Look how there's no fair value gap in there. Look how it snapped back with aggression, with strength. It could not stay beneath that point, which tells me it had no willingness to move lower. Its sole intention was to take these sell stops, right? So what do we see next? Because now we've established that the higher time frame chart is bullish on the daily. We've established that we have this is our higher time frame point of interest. It's this low right here. I had my eyes on. So we took that low right there. We sweep that liquidity. What is next? Well, next I need multi-time frame alignment. And how do we get that multi-time frame alignment? I need to see a 1 hour shift in market structure to the upside after taking this level. We have the liquidity run. Now I need to see the confirmation signal. I need price to confirm. I need smart money to confirm. I need them to tell me that they actually have an interest in sending this thing higher. Okay. And how does smart money talk to me? How does smart money tell me that they have an interest to send this thing higher? How do they show that on the chart? They show that with a displacement. Okay. ICT likes to use the saying of, and it's like an elephant jumping in a small kiddie pool. So when you get when you get an elephant, it just jumps in like this small kiddie pool, what's going to happen? You're going to have water splash everywhere. It goes everywhere. It's crazy, right? It's an explosive splash. And that's how you look at it, like on this chart right here. This is that elephant basically showing its hand. Like, this is smart money showing its hand. Look at this big surge up right here. They can't hide. They can't hide. They take that liquidity. That was their intention. Their intention was to take that liquidity, to take those stops. Because as we were talking about a second ago, we have a big bucket of longs that are looking for this ramp up. Look how it's cracking these highs up here. It's starting to put in higher lows. That is the intention, to create that liquidity beneath this level. Okay, so the people that bought in, boom, they're taken. Their stops are taken. That liquidity is taken. And now smart money can show their hand. They show their hand. They tell us that they want to move this thing. They want to send this thing higher by having a displacement right there. It displaces higher with a fair value gap confirmation, cracks those highs right after taking those stops. That's that elephant in the small kiddie pool. He splashes everywhere. Look at this. Look at this huge splash right here with this imbalance and this big surge up right there. They can't hide. They can't hide. So then we have that confirmation. We have the shift. Okay. At this point, it's game on. I got my eyes focused on it, and I'm waiting for a pullback into a discount at this point. And you might be wondering, Mike, what the fuck is this? What's this? Where you got this this marked right here? Well, this is our bullish order block. Okay, this is our bullish order block of support. This is these last series of down close candles right here that took this liquidity before we had that change in trend. This is like, think of it like it's the best possible price that you could have got before that change in trend. This was the ultimate last move lower before you get that change in trend. Best price you could have got. So whenever price returns to that best, that area, you know, what's going to happen? Big money, smart money, they want to get more orders in. So we can get on board with smart money and ride this thing up. So what do I need next? I need a discount marketplace. It gave us a discount. That's where I entered. See how it came down right here into a discount marketplace. Pull back below 50% equilibrium with that price range. That's a discount. What does that mean? It means it's entered an area that is considered cheap. And we also had the imbalance down here serving as a draw on the discount. It moved into an area where it's considered cheap. We have the change in trend. We've already taken out higher time frame liquidity. Now where's our draw? Our draw, because remember, the higher time frame trend is bullish, 100% bullish. This is our next higher time frame draw right here. Okay. And then we got this level up here too. So I ended up taking profits on this. Oh, also my stop on this underneath this low. So I had my stop underneath the low of that liquidity run, and my profit target ended up selling into the break of this level right here. So once it just clobbered this level, I sold into the break of that. Okay, I didn't hold all the way out for this objective up here. You could have, and you could have got better risk reward on it if you decided to shoot for that. But this was ample. I just sold into the break of this. Okay, and yep. So I mean, that was the play. Really clean. Now, was it perfect? It wasn't perfect. One thing, and I made this very clear, one thing I wasn't a huge fan of on this was the fact that this is basically relative equal lows. It sweeped it, no doubt about it. Like, you can see it move below it, but it was a very light sweep. So if you go to the higher time frame chart on GBP USD, you can kind of see it's basically relative equal lows right there. That was one minus for the play, and I made that very clear. Oh, and also but that was basically the only minus for it. But another really good thing we saw here was we had our third candle draw right after taking this liquidity right here. See how we got that third candle draw put in, the swing low after taking higher time frame liquidity. Very high probability signature right there. Extremely high probability. And that's what we saw. We had everything lining up. Boom. Executed. Banked. That's simple. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Catch you later.